Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. Welcome back to the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
It is indeed. Welcome.
How are you, Adam?
I'm relatively okay, thank you.
Good.
I've got a stiff neck.
Oh no.
Which sucks because I can't turn my head to the left. I'm almost there with the right now, but it won't go left at all.
Oh, when did this develop?
This morning.
Oh.
I think I must have slept funny.
With the clown.
With a clown. Oh, all the jokes, aren't they? So, have you swallowed a Viagra? Have you slept with a clown? I've heard them all today.
That's just since I've got it.
Yes.
I mean, these things happen for when you get older for no reason whatsoever.
I'm just getting old and my body's starting breaking down, I think.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll maybe an hour or so of talking will loosen things up.
Hopefully. I'm looking forward to this hour of talking. Maybe more.
Good. Apart from the neck issues, how are you? How have you been?
I've been good. I went to Crufts on Sunday.
Okay.
That was interesting.
How was that?
I think I was the only person in Crufts who doesn't own a dog. That was fun.
Is that the one where everyone get on the back of the dogs and race them around?
That's the one.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Is it called, I think in America, do they call it the Westminster Dog Show?
Do they? I don't know.
I think maybe.
Oh, okay. I've no idea. I didn't know that. My mum wanted to go.
Yeah.
And it's Mother's Day.
Okay.
You kind of have to do what your mum wants to do on Mother's Day. So I took her to Crufts.
Did your dog win?
We didn't have a dog in the race.
No. Did you pick a favourite?
I didn't pick a favourite. I did. We did watch. We watched one lot of judging going on.
Okay.
There's 20,000 dogs there over the weekend.
Wow.
Which is crazy. I was there for one day out of 4, so we break that down. There's 5,000 dogs there on the day I was there.
Yeah.
So we did watch one heat of this old lady judging some dogs, and I said that one's going to win, and it did.
Oh.
So
what made you?
It just looked the best dog, and
it was the most doggy.
It looked the most doggy. It was doing doggy things in the right order, and it just looked like it was going to win. It had the winner's air about it.
Did you get to see the one where they run through a hoop and
no, we didn't see any
tunnels and
basically all we watched was the dog
slalom.
Walks around in a square, stands on a table, a
right.
woman touches it, it walks around in a square again, and then she just points at that one and that wins.
Oh, fine.
That's basically what happens as far as I could tell.
Fine. Crowds can be pretty rowdy at that.
I was exhausted by the end of it. It's such a big place to walk around.
Yeah.
It was crazy. My mum spent a lot of money, and it did make me kind of want a dog. But I feel like it's the idealistic versions of dogs that you see there. Because, like I said, there was probably 5,000 dogs there. I didn't hear a bark all day.
No, they're all
Every single dog was
dogs.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nothing, it didn't smell. So I've got this idealistic version of what having a dog's like now. So it's kind of made me want a dog. But I don't know. I'm not at home enough.
Well, there's that, and I don't know if we can have a dog on a boat.
That's true. Well, you get sea dogs.
Yeah, true.
A hardy sea dog.
Yeah. Sea dogs, dolphins.
I don't want a dolphin. That'd be weird. But yeah, that was my week. That's basically what I've done.
Okay.
What about yourself?
I went and did the most British thing ever on Saturday evening.
Okay. Maypole dancing?
Went on a date.
Okay.
Another date.
Who with?
My wife incumbent.
I love that. And does she know you call her that? Because it's brilliant.
No, she doesn't listen. So
no, it doesn't surprise me.
So we, I bought for Christmas some tickets to see a show, and it was some Shakespeare.
Oh, lovely.
And we were in Stratford upon Avon.
Oh, wow.
Where the big man himself was born. So we did this really British thing of we went to Stratford and had fish and chips for tea.
Nice.
And then went to watch some Shakespeare in the Royal Shakespeare Theatre.
Lovely.
And we watched A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, it was incredible.
Was it good?
It's
got to be
so funny.
Really?
Yeah, it was hilarious. There was a woman, the row in front of us, who I thought she was going to need help at the end.
Right.
She was laughing so much, even she was laughing at all the jokey bits, and then when it went quiet in between, she was just still laughing at the thing that had happened a minute before.
Oh, well, okay. You never really think of Shakespeare being funny, do you? But...
Have you ever seen Midsummer Night's Dream?
No, I don't think so.
The climax of it is these amateur actors, and they put on a play within this play.
Okay, yeah.
To the lords and ladies, And the way they'd done it was just hilarious. But it had Matthew Bainton in it from Ghosts.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Horrible Histories.
He's great.
So he played Bottom.
Nice.
And he was brilliant. But everyone in it was brilliant.
Cool.
But it was actually hilarious.
I recommend.
Yeah, I've never been to that theatre. It's awesome as well because it's like a round.
I think I've been in
theatre.
it and had a look, but I've never actually been to a show in
The
it.
stage is massive as
Yeah.
well. And my wife made friends with the person sitting next to her.
Of course you did.
And who was there, I think I would say a middle-aged lady. And I got these tickets for Christmas, like I say, and I was like, I'm taking a bit of a risk here in terms of where we're sitting. 'Cause, you know, if you've not been somewhere before, you're like, I want a decent ticket, but they're quite expensive. So I was like, I can see a bit of a loophole here. So I got my wife's ticket, which was whatever it was, reasonably expensive.
Yeah.
And I was like, the seat next to that one, which we could go for, is a restricted view.
Right.
And how bad can it be? So I booked that one. So my ticket cost £16.
Wow.
And his ticket cost £65.
For the seat next to him.
Yeah. The woman next to her, because my wife starts going, oh yeah, he's only paid £16 for his ticket. £70.
What?
Because I had to slightly peer to the left round a pole.
So you could see, but
100%. I had to sit like, instead of sitting straight like this, I had to sit like this.
it's not an issue.
No.
That's such a big discount.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if somebody goes in and sits in every seat and goes, right, this is a £60 seat. Next one, this is a £70 seat. That's crazy.
Yeah. £16. I'm a cheap date.
I
paid for it, but it was my present. But yeah, it was great.
Good.
I think it's only on till the end of March. I think it's been on since January. But
I suppose if you're going to go and see Shakespeare anywhere in the world, Stratford is the place to go and do it. I can't imagine there's anywhere better.
And that's quite a fun one of his.
Is it?
If you're
Okay.
into that sort
I
of
don't know
thing.
much
Sort of
about
fairies
Shakespeare. Okay.
And, sprites and stuff like that.
Sweet. I do love Stratford, though. It's a lovely part of the world.
Yeah.
I recommend of Stratford, just from me.
I thought you were going to launch into some Shakespeare there.
No. I don't know.
You recommend of.
I don't know if I know any off the top of my head.
But yeah, I was going to say that was but I was sitting there thinking, yeah, this is very British, isn't it?
Yeah, that is like the most British day you could have, I think.
But it was fun.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Awesome. Anyway.
I brought myself some new headphones
Oh,
after
lovely.
last week's disastrous end to the movie show.
Your
It all just fell apart.
your wire
during the
kept
movie show
falling
last
out,
week.
didn't
It
it?
did. I left it in. I didn't even cut it out. I just, sod it, I'm leaving it in. But yeah, so I've purchased some new ones, so we should be good.
We'll
Those
see.
dramas
We'll
should
see
be-
how you fare.
Those dramas should be behind us for a short while. Right,
Should we do question of the week?
let's do a question of the week.
Do you want? I've got two.
Okay,
We might do them both. Do you
Okay.
want number one or number two?
2.
If you could only use 3 condiments for the rest of your life, what would they be? These
Okay,
have got to cover
interesting.
all meals you're ever going to have. So you can have an unlimited supply of 3 condiments.
So like
What are your base 3 that you want?
a table sauce kind of
Yeah.
dealio. Ketchup, definitely.
Yeah.
Heat Horse hot sauce, obviously. You have to give those boys a shout out. Check them out on Instagram. But to be honest, I'm not a big hot sauce guy. But they have got a load of rubs out now, so you
Yeah.
can buy some of them off their website, heathorse.com, whatever it is. Now I'm weird when it comes to condiments. I don't really like mayo,
No, me neither.
but I do like it with chicken.
Right.
So if I have like a chicken burger or chicken in a wrap or fajitas or something, I
Yeah.
always put mayo on it.
Okay.
But I could live without it.
Could you? Don't think it
Yeah.
makes the top 3.
Don't think it makes the top 3. This is a tough question. I quite like salad cream.
Oh, no.
Do you not like salad cream?
No. I don't really like
Really?
mayo. I don't like salad cream.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's creamy. I'm not a fan. Do you have, I don't know if this is still a thing, but I felt like when I was younger, people used to do things like get a celery stick and fill the
Fill the gap.
the
with...
bend with salad cream.
See, I would do that, but I don't like
feels-
celery.
That feels wrong.
My auntie used to do that with salt. She used to
Okay.
fill the void with salt
Oh, right. Yeah.
and eat it like that. That's weird. Name some more condiments. I'm running.
Mustard?
No, I'm not a mustard guy.
I think I would potentially go with mustard.
I do like cranberry sauce on a roast dinner.
Horseradish?
No.
Too spicy?
Too spicy.
Um,
Mango chutney, does that count?
Yeah.
Oh, can you have poppadoms without mango chutney? It's all things that I don't have regularly, though.
No, but if it's for the rest of your life and you can never have
them
mango
again.
chutney when you have a poppadom.
100% ketchup. I couldn't live without ketchup, I don't think. I think I'm putting salad cream in there.
Okay.
Because I can't really imagine a salad without salad cream on. I do like salad cream. The third's up for grabs. It's a competition here.
I'm going ketchup, mustard. What about brown sauce?
No.
You don't use brown sauce?
Not a fan.
Okay, ketchup, mustard, and some kind of... I like a Nando's garlic.
Yeah, good shout. I don't mind that.
I think that's a nice sauce.
It depends.
Wouldn't have it with everything, but...
No, it depends what you're having it with. I've got a bottle of that in the fridge downstairs.
Yeah, I have at home.
I can't imagine a Christmas dinner without cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
So I'm going cranberry sauce.
I mean, you're at least going to have that once a year, guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. But I do only have it once a year.
Yeah.
They're my three, I think, at the moment. But at some point during this episode, I'm probably going to shout out another one.
I think solid choices.
Thank you.
Do you want to do the other one as well?
Yeah, do it.
I'll
do this one quicker.
I'm not sure you will, because I think it's trickier.
All right.
If you could rename yourself, what new name would you choose and why?
Were
Were you ever younger and thought, I wish I was called Arthur?
My mum wanted to call me Matthew, but she got outvoted.
You don't look like a Matthew.
I don't, do I?
No.
That's a really tough question. I've never given that any thought. What's my favourite name?
Shane.
Shane?
Yeah, I think I could see you as a Shane.
Could you?
Yeah.
That's weird. I used to work with Shane. He was a strange boy. Is that what you'd call? Is that genuinely what your answer would be for me?
Yeah, I'll call you Shane.
Okay.
What would mine be?
I don't know. That's what I'm just thinking now. You've got a bit of a bees are jumping out.
Right. Okay.
I don't know why. Bernie.
Bernie. Like the guy who used to...
Barney, I could imagine.
Like the guy who used to ride the ostrich. Barney.
Brian.
No, Brian's an old man. There's no young Brians.
No, true.
Not that I'm young anymore, but there's no...
Bob?
Bob?
I don't know why, but B is jumping out at me for you.
Okay.
Bruce.
Benjamin?
Benjamin? Ben is one of my favourite names. I love three-letter boy names.
Right.
Ben, Sam, Tom. Done. If I had triplets, that's what they'd be called.
Dan.
I don't know. I'm just used to you being a Nick.
Okay.
But something about bees jumps out at me with you.
Okay, fine. Oh, we did the opposite question, but that's fine.
But yeah.
We named each other instead.
Absolutely. It's hard to think of a different name for yourself. Right. Shall we do some Netflix news?
Yeah, we probably should, shouldn't we?
Or just news in general?
We will start with the Oscars.
We will.
For it was the Oscars this week.
It was, indeed.
And people won. Should we?
Some people won some awards.
I don't think there was any real surprises.
No, I think
interestingly, some news outlets tried to paint the fact that Emma Stone won Best Actress as a surprise.
No,
but
anybody who's seen that film
think it was a surprise.
I don't either.
A lot of places were trying to say, well, this was going to be Lily Gladstone's award, but Emma Stone won every other.
Yeah, she did.
Award leading up to the Oscars, pretty much.
I think the news outlets wanted Lily Gladstone to win because it's a good news story, whereas life doesn't work like that.
Sure.
I think it was the least competitive Oscars for a long time. I think everybody knew who was going to win everything.
So we did a bit of a competition in our Discord.
We did.
Like we did last year.
Yeah.
So pick the winners of the big five.
Yeah.
And two people won.
Yes.
The competition.
Yes.
That was me and you.
Yeah, we did.
So
we
no
both
prize. Or we'll give each other a prize. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
But
I just knew all of those top five seemed really nailed on to me that that's what was going to happen. And it did. There was no surprises in there.
So Oppenheimer won Best Picture.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy, Best Actor for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., Best Supporting Actor.
That's maybe the only one I don't agree with.
Yeah.
He's not in that film much. And he's not, I don't think personally that he's good in that film.
Interesting.
So, I don't know, just I don't think it's a very competitive category, that one either. I don't think... I've seen 4 of the 5 of those films.
Yes.
And none of those, apart from Ryan Gosling as Ken.
But he was never going to win an Oscar.
He was never going to win an Oscar for it.
As good and as zeitgeisty as that is.
Poor Things is a great film. Mark Ruffalo kind of plays a caricature of himself in that. He's just too silly in it.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen Killers of the Flower Moon, but Robert De Niro is usually great. Sterling K. Brown in American Fiction is great, but it's not his time. So I feel like that one's a default award.
Emma Stone, as we said, won Best Actress. Best Supporting Actress went to Divine Joy Randolph.
Again, that was never in any doubt.
And Best Director went to Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
For Oppenheimer, obviously.
I stayed up to watch a bit of the awards. I watched it till about 12:30-ish.
Yeah.
I watched it till about Naked John Cena.
Right.
And then I'm like, yeah, this is too much. This is too much America for me right now.
I didn't watch any of it live. I caught some.
I did catch the rest of it afterwards as well.
The following.
The funniest thing about the Naked John Cena segment was, as he walked off the stage, he'd obviously been wrapped in this curtain.
Sure.
The Rock's waiting backstage to come out to give the next award out. Okay. And they have this really awkward handshake where the Rock's looking at him like, you're a fucking idiot, what are you doing? Because there's obviously a lot of history between those two. But it really made me laugh. The like weird awkwardness between the two of them, as one's just naked wrapped in a curtain and one's in this beautiful suit. It was funny. There was a lot of controversy over the In Memoriam section as well. Did you see that?
No, why?
So have you seen the In Memoriam section?
No, I didn't see that.
So there was some music playing and also some interpretive dancing going on the stage.
Okay.
Which very much overshadowed what you could see on the screen.
Right.
So you couldn't really see the In Memoriam section, and it kept moving between different screens.
Oh, right.
As the dancers were moving around it. So it was on the one at the side for a bit. Then the screen lifted up and there was like an orchestra behind the screen, so you couldn't see the screen at all at that point. It just felt a bit disrespectful.
Maybe that's something that sounds better in theory than actual.
I think it did. You couldn't read the names because the dancers were in the way and that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of controversy about that. But,
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you which bit I did watch, and I think I've watched it about 10 times.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times as well. I know exactly what you're going to say.
And that would be Ryan Gosling's performance of I'm Just Ken.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan Gosling arrived that night. So he's been around forever, but he's finally here now. It was fucking brilliant. What he did it. He did do it live as well. You could tell that wasn't like a pre-record or anything.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was fantastic. He was really good,
and everyone was in on the joke. You know, to get Slash there.
Yeah,
just absolutely brilliant.
Exactly,
and related to that because he didn't want to miss out on being part of this. Is an interview that Simu Liu has done.
That might be the smoothest move between news stories that you've ever done.
Because he has revealed that he danced in that performance with a torn Achilles tendon.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
But he did not want to miss out on the opportunity to be part of I'm Just Ken.
That is going to go down as a memorable moment in Oscars history. So if you got the chance, you might as well be in it.
I would say, if anything, if I am going to be critical of that performance, is that I'm not sure the direction, not as in the direction of the number, but the direction of the broadcast.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Could have probably given. So all the other Kens were there.
Yeah,
but it was a very fleeting glance of
you didn't really see them, did you?
Simu Liu and the other ones as well. It's. Yeah, maybe they would have liked maybe a bit more. I feel like as well in the ideal world,
the Slash reveal should have been a bigger moment, but you could see him on stage the whole time, and then they did a reveal to like, oh look, Slash is here, and it's like, yeah, I've seen him a minute ago. That could have been done better.
But similarly, Liu shared with on an appearance on Today with Hoda and Jenna that his Achilles tendon is that he torn early just before. Last year, sorry, I'll get my words out. Hasn't completely healed, but he didn't want to miss the Ken's reunion on stage. He said, I'm a few months into recovering from Achilles surgery, but I'm powering through because I felt like this was going to be a historic moment that I would never forgive myself if I wasn't a part of.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's right. You wouldn't.
I thought, whatever, I'm going to do it. It came together quickly, and it was a perfect moment. Now, even more interesting is how he did this injury.
Okay.
You'd think maybe, was it a stunt?
Yeah, it must have been for a film.
Yeah.
Surely.
Well, no.
Okay.
He actually tore his Achilles tendon back in October during an ultimate friends sports weekend.
Buddy games?
Yeah, basically.
Simi Leo did buddy games in real life and tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Apparently he invited 20 of his closest friends to Miami for an Olympic-style tournament of sports. And apparently the injury happened during a basketball game. He said, all of a sudden I felt like someone had either shot me or kicked my shin out from underneath me or just barreled into me. I turned around and said, who hit me? And everyone was looking at me and said, dude, no one hit you. And at that moment, I knew that my Achilles was torn and I went to urgent care straight away. So
I love that he's done a real life buddy games and injured himself. What a hero.
What a legend.
Awesome. Good for him. Next.
Of course, the Oscars weren't the only awards this ceremony this week.
No.
The Razzies happened the day before.
As always,
and
as is traditional now.
We should talk about some of the winners there.
Do you feel like the Razzies should just go away now?
Pretty much.
I think it's not funny anymore.
I just wanted to mention it because
one
of the big winners this year is a movie that we watched. We did a watch along on this show, which you can join us if you're in our Discord. We do one a month. The worst picture was won by Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It also won Worst Screen Couple for Pooh and Piglet. The worst remake, rip-off or sequel. Worst director.
Oh wow.
Worst screenplay as well. So it cleaned up all of those awards.
I feel like, I don't know, does it feel like the Razzies have fallen for that? Because surely they knew.
It's just going to help it, surely.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, give us all the awards.
I didn't think the Razzies were built for that. Aren't they supposed to be for like big release films that are not very good?
Well, the acting awards, none of the acting honours went to that movie. Jon Voight was worst actor for Mercy.
Okay.
Worst actress Megan Fox in Johnny and Clyde. Worst supporting actress also Megan Fox in Expendables. And worst supporting actor Sylvester Stallone in Expendables.
Oh right, okay. I don't know. I just feel like the Razzies kind of has lost itself a bit.
Choose someone to pick on every year.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Having said that, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was terrible.
Oh God, 100%. I love a bad movie, but that was a really. It wasn't even entertaining.
I think we've mentioned before. Just bleak.
Bleak, dark, horrible.
Irredeemable.
Just, ugly.
It made a lot of money.
Scummy movie. It did. There's a sequel coming.
Yeah.
Which I'll definitely watch, to be fair, let's be honest. I don't know why my laptop's being so loud.
News this week, for the first time, is that Netflix has signed a deal with the Writers Guild of Great Britain.
Oh, right.
In terms of minimum payments for scripted live action series. So
interesting.
We were never near strike territory
over
here, but obviously having seen what's happened in the last year or so over in the States, and the fact that a lot of Netflix's production is out of this country, and they're expanding with further increases to studios and facilities and things like that, they've obviously tried to get ahead of the curve a bit here, and have signed a deal agreeing on rates and agreements. You can view it on the website for the Writers Guild of Great Britain. And a couple of the interesting details from there is that a minimum script fee is now chargeable.
Right.
That is so 17 grand for a one-off 60-minute show if Netflix buys your script.
A minimum. That's interesting.
And if it's a series, then it's 15,000 per episode.
Right, okay.
The script fee includes the right for Netflix to exploit the work. I'm not sure on that phrasing. Worldwide for 6 months, along with all non-theatrical and promotional rights.
Interesting.
So,
I suppose that does come off the back of the strike. I imagine it mirrors exactly what was agreed there. You just
I would
give
imagine
the same deal to everybody.
Similar. Yeah.
The same deal goes to everybody in the world, I would imagine. Cool, okay. Good to know. Seems like Netflix are not as bad a guys as people make them out to be sometimes.
Okay, I'm not sure I would go that far. But also news this week coming from Deadline concerning Netflix. And do you remember when we reported the cancellation, I guess, or the non-release of the Halle Berry movie, The Mothership?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Which Netflix and the production itself have just decided, no, we're not going to release
We've finished it, but we're not going to release it.
Well, the writer and director of The Mothership has signed on the dotted line for his next project for Netflix.
Okay.
That is Matt Charman, and he is going to write and direct a UK set TV series thriller.
Right.
Set in the upper echelons of the British political sphere.
As most things are.
It will be called The Choice, and filming starts in London imminently.
Right.
It will star Saran Jones in
because
her
British.
first role for Netflix.
Nice.
And yeah, is also taking part of the creative production team from Vigil, which is a show she did. Is that BBC or ITV? I don't know. One about submarines, I think.
Yeah, the one of, yeah.
So,
I don't watch a lot of British terrestrial stuff.
No, but that's what they are starting work on next.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully this one will get released. Imagine if you just kept making stuff and nobody ever released it. That'd be well funny.
Yes, it really would. So, movie news. Let's go on to movie news. Let's come away from Netflix. Sony have confirmed a release date and a new title for Venom 3.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know we were getting a Venom 3.
So, it will arrive in theatres on October the 25th.
This year?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's really soon.
Just in time for Halloween. It has been moved forward a couple of weeks from its previous release date of November the 8th.
Right.
And it is now titled Venom, The Last Dance.
Nice. Okay.
So...
Are we done with Venom after this? Maybe?
I don't know if he's fighting Michael Jordan. I'm not really sure. Who knows? Tom Hardy, obviously, Juno Temple, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. I always struggle with his name.
Almost there. I think it's Chiwetel.
Yeah. So, yeah, October the 25th, even.
Sweet. Okay, hopefully it's better than the last one.
Who knows? Tom Hardy himself has referred to it last year as his last dance as Venom. So,
and somebody's gone, that'd be a great time.
Yeah, it does seem like that. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with Sony Spider-Man villain films? They all just are fine.
Yeah, it just doesn't go swimmingly, does it?
Okay. News this week on the casting for a new A24 film coming from Ari Aster, who you may know as the man behind Hereditary and Midsommar.
Yep.
His next movie is going to be called Eddington.
Eddington?
Yeah, it's nothing to do with Paddington. It is, in fact, a Western.
Oh, right.
And he has announced the cast, which is quite a good cast. Joaquin Phoenix.
Nice.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Austin Butler.
Wow.
Michael Ward. And, added this week, Emma Stone.
Oh, wow. Big cast.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot going for that film. Ari Aster in charge. A24 behind the scenes and that cast. It can't be bad, can it?
Yeah, there is no official synopsis, but Empire reports that it will reportedly be a Western following a small-town New Mexico sheriff with lofty aspirations.
Pedro Pascal sounds
whatever that means.
For that role. Cool, okay.
Will things take a horrific turn?
I would imagine so, knowing his previous work. Imagine it's not going to go beautifully swimmingly.
A Western's making a comeback. The trailer for Kevin Costner's new one was out last week as well.
Yeah, true.
He wants to make a 4-part quadrology. About the American West. Yeah, the first trailer came out last week. Okay. Horizon, it's called.
Right.
The trailer looks good.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are making a comeback.
Something else is making a comeback from the dead. Our smooth tonight is Scream. We thought Scream 7 was dead and buried.
And then somebody just threw a big bag full of cash at it.
Because returning to Scream is none other than Neve Campbell.
Yeah. So she left because she wasn't getting paid as much as some of the other cast members.
She apparently, as I think in her words, received a derisory offer.
Yeah.
For Scream 6?
5. She wasn't in 6.
5.
It probably was 6. She was in 5.
Turned it down and went and did The Lincoln Lawyer for Netflix.
Yeah.
She has been confirmed for Scream 7. And, various things that have made this a difficult, well, not even production yet. So the directors of Scream and Scream 6, Matt Bettinelli and Tyler Gillett, moved on to other projects. Melissa Barrera was fired from some outspoken social media comments, and Jenna Ortega bowed out for apparently scheduling reasons.
Yeah, in inverted commas. So somebody's gone.
Yes, Christopher Landon was then appointed as director.
Okay.
He then moved off the project as well, and maybe most interestingly is that Scream 7 will now be directed by Kevin Williamson,
the man who started it all,
who wrote the first 3 Scream movies, and he has never directed before.
No, which is surprising.
Very interesting.
I personally think that's a bigger news story than Neve Campbell coming back, because I think if this franchise was going to keep going, she was always going to come back at some point. But getting Kevin Williamson in the director's chair for Scream fans, that's quite a big deal, because that gives me a little bit more hope for it.
He has not written it, but helped.
Yeah,
he's not credited as the writer of it, but it is believed he has input heavily.
You can't write a Scream film and have Kevin Williamson in the staff and not get his help with it.
Neve Campbell said, "Hi all, I'm so excited to announce this news. Sidney Prescott is coming back. It's always been such a blast and an honour to get to play Sidney in the Scream movies. My appreciation for these films and for what they mean to me has never waned. I'm happy and proud to say I've been asked to bring Sidney back to the screen and I couldn't be more thrilled. Well, actually I could. I've been incredibly lucky to make these films with both the master of horror, Wes Craven, and the wonderfully talented Matt and Tyler team. I've dreamt for many years of how amazing it would be to make one of these movies with Kevin Williamson at the helm, and now it's happening. He is going to direct Scream 7. This was his baby, and it's his brilliant mind that dreamt up this world. He's an inspiration as an artist and a dear friend. I hope you're excited as I am. See you on set."
That's really, really, really exciting. I'd given up on that movie, but that's kind of... I'd never in my dreams thought that would happen. So
in my brain, she's gone, I'm coming back, but you need to give the job to him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure sort of power exists, but...
I'm sure it does, because that movie was dead on its arse, and she was the only person that could save it. So they've gone, what would it take to bring you back? She's gone, all this money, and let Kevin Williamson direct it.
Maybe.
It must be that. It has to be that. But they need to go fucking crazy with it.
Is there anyone else that can come back? They may.
I think everybody else is dead.
Will they go back to the well for other past Scream characters?
I don't think there are any.
Okay, fine. They've all bought it.
Courtney Cox will be back, I would imagine.
Okay.
That's probably they're the only 2 left alive as far as I know.
Fair enough.
Maybe some of the cast from the last one.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of them about. Obviously not the main 2. No, it's a really interesting story, and we'll keep our eye on it as it develops. And when we get release dates and trailers and stuff.
Yeah, I'm so sure there's plenty more to come.
I hope it just goes as loopy as it possibly can. I really do.
The next piece of news is news that Arnold Schwarzenegger has signed up for his first movie in 5 years.
Okay.
Not seen on the big screen for 5 years since one of the Terminator movies.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know what they're all called. And obviously he was on Netflix last year in Fubar.
Yes.
But yeah, coming back to the big screen. And he is teaming up with none other than Reacher himself.
Cool.
Alan Ritchson. In a Christmas movie.
Nice.
The Man with the Bag.
That's a terrible name. That's not going to be what it's called, surely.
Which is a festive family comedy being produced by Amazon MGM Studios.
Okay.
And look, I mean, it's Arnie in a Christmas movie. Give me Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way is a great movie.
Going back to our back to his roots with that one. The Man with the Bag will be directed by Adam Shankman. The synopsis from Deadline is when Santa's magic bag is stolen. Can't we just say sack?
Why can't we say sack? Santa doesn't have a magic bag.
When Santa's magic bag is stolen, he turns to his naughty list to find Vance, a former thief, to help him get it back. Along with his daughter, Santa, and a group of misfit elves, Vance will have to pull off the greatest heist of his life to save Christmas.
Okay.
I hope Arnie's playing Santa.
You've got to, haven't you?
Yeah, he's got to.
If you've got Reacher in there, he's your action star.
Yeah.
Magic bag. I get, well, you can't call it the man with the sack.
No, but
I get that, but just don't call it that at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, that's definitely this Christmas sorted. I'll be watching
that. And then, final piece of news. We updated you guys about changes to the Paramount release calendar.
We did.
For the next year, 18 months. Well, we've got similar this week from Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Of date changes, release dates moving around. The Batman Part 2 has been delayed a full year.
Okay, wow.
It will now release on October the 2nd, 2026.
Nice.
That's quite
a
long
way away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, full year that has been moved back. Taking its October the 3rd, 2025 release date is a Maggie Gyllenhaal directed movie, The Bride,
right,
which stars Christian Bale. Barry Levinson's gangster pick, Alto Nights, is being delayed from November the 24th, 2024 to March the 21st, 2025.
Okay.
And Paul Thomas Anderson's next movie has been given a release date of August the 8th, 2025. All of those titles will be offered, says the Warner Brothers, in IMAX.
Right, okay.
So...
yeah, there's a lot of stuff moving around and around and around, isn't there?
Yeah, we obviously know just a bit about each of those movies. We obviously know about Batman.
Yep.
It's Batman. It's but not James Gunn's Batman. It's what are they calling it? Elseworlds Batman.
Something like that, yeah.
The Bride is the Maggie Gyllenhaal movie, which will star Jessie Buckley and Peter Sarsgaard. Also Annette Bening and Penelope Cruz. It's an action pick. That's all that's been
okay.
That's been revealed so far. Paul Thomas Anderson's next film, as yet untitled, has already got quite a cast: Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Regina Hall, Wood Harris, Alana Haim, and Chase Infinity. Plots details are being kept under wraps.
Okay.
And Alto Nights is a gangster pick starring Robert De Niro, Deborah Messing, Cosmo Jarvis, and Catherine Narducci.
Cool.
So yeah, it is all changed.
It's all changed.
As we expected.
2026, October 2026 is like 2.5 years away.
Yeah.
That's a big delay. Wow. Cool. Any more news?
James Gunn will have 3 movies out by then.
He will, easily.
In his
yeah.
his universe. That's all the news.
Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've only really watched one thing,
okay.
But I've watched it all, and that is Extraordinary, Season 2.
Oh, I didn't know that was out.
Yeah, I think it came out last week on Disney+.
Excellent. I will
Is it Extraordinary or Extraordinary?
Extraordinary. Don't know. Extraordinary.
Yeah, I think I do. So this, just if anyone isn't sure or needs a reminder, is the British superhero TV show surrounding basically concentrating on one young lady who hasn't got her powers when everyone else in the world has.
Everyone's a superhero except for this one girl.
And it's just a bit sweary and rude and funny.
It's funny. I enjoyed the first series.
A boyfriend turns into a cat.
Yes.
And he's called Jizzlord. So that is just to give you a...
That's the sort of humour you get in. But I enjoyed the first series, though. I thought it was good. I would definitely be on that. I'll get on that.
And you'll like it. If you enjoyed the first series, you will enjoy the second series.
I'm sure I will.
It is more of the same. It has got some very... one in particular, familiar face, I think, who will make you smile and think, why doesn't this person do more TV? Because I haven't seen him for a while and he's great.
It's not George Reinhold, is it?
It's not, no.
Cool, sounds good. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I'm feeling I might just start... I'm feeling there's something else, but it's not in my head, and I didn't write it down on our notes.
Fair. Okay.
So I will shout it out if I remember
shout
it.
At me. I watched the first episode of the second series of The Reluctant Traveller.
Okay.
With Eugene Levy.
Yes.
He's showing up.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the first series.
Yeah, it was really good. He went to Sweden.
Is he still reluctant?
He's reluctant. He's doing Europe this time.
Okay.
So he's reluctantly doing Europe. He went to Sweden, and it was a really interesting episode because his family originate from Sweden.
Right.
So he got to trace some of his family history as well and go back to where his mum and his grandma and granddad were born and that sort of thing. He went for Midsummer.
Okay.
Not the film, the actual celebration. So it never got dark whilst he was there.
Yeah.
And they took him into this like amazing hotel that was made to look like a bird's nest. And they got into this room and it was all windows with this amazing view of the lake.
Sure.
And the first question he asked the woman was, "Where's the curtains?" Because he's like, if it's not going to get dark, how am I going to sleep? So they had to go and find him an eye mask so he could sleep.
Yeah.
But it was very funny. But he really got won over by Sweden, and it was really interesting because in all the other episodes, he's like, it's fine. I don't really like travelling. But this one, he really won him over. And the stuff about his family and tracing his family history was really interesting. So definitely check that out. I've only seen that one, though. I don't know if there's... I think it's coming out weekly. I don't think there's any more on there yet.
Okay.
And then I think I mentioned last week I was going to start Constellation.
Yes.
Which is Numi Rapace's new show on Apple TV.
Did.
I've done 6 episodes.
Oh, wow.
So that's coming out weekly as well. That was a little bit behind.
Yeah.
So there was 4 out when I
What's the concept?
So she is an astronaut working on the International Space Station with 5 other astronauts.
Uh-huh.
They're doing some sort of experiment. It's also got Mike from Breaking Bad in.
Oh,
Jonathan
right,
Banks.
yes. Yeah.
They're doing some sort of experiment on there and they get hit by something. The space station gets collided with, so they have to evacuate it. But in the hit, one of the Soyuz capsules gets damaged. So there's only... One of them gets killed in the impact. So there's only 4 left. The capsule that survives has only got 3 seats left. So she has to stay on her own on the space station, fix the other capsule, and that's the only way she's getting home.
Got ya.
When she gets home, everything's not quite the same as it was before. And then in episode 6 last night, they completely flipped the whole script. And it's like, whoa, what is going on here? There's all sorts of... I think it's going to go with like parallel... Almost like a sliding doors thing.
Yeah.
Parallel universe moments and stuff. It looks like they're going parallel universes, but the 2 people have been put in the wrong one.
Got ya.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been great so far. All 6 episodes have been fantastic.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Highly recommended from me. I don't know when there are. I think there might be 10.
Okay.
So, and it's coming out weekly. But yeah, so everybody's playing like almost 2 characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I would highly recommend it. I think that's all I've watched though.
I know what I've watched.
Go on.
Invincible on Amazon Prime.
The animated superhero thing. Yeah, I've seen the first series.
It's great.
It is good. It's violent as
I
fuck.
know I'm like years behind, but I think
I've only seen one. Is there 2 series?
The second half of season 2 comes out. I think it might be tomorrow,
right?
This weekend. And I'd seen a couple of adverts. I was like, how come I meant to watch that? And I never did. I've watched the first season.
Yeah, I've watched the first season.
This is over the last couple of weeks. I've watched it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is good. It's super violent, really clever.
I'm really excited to see what happens in season 2.
I need to start season 2 as well. I haven't started season 2.
So,
cool.
I'm going to check that out.
There's a lot of good stuff going on at the minute.
There is.
I've been watching a bit more Game Changer on Dropout as well. I've not mentioned Dropout.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been watching a bit more of that.
There's a Shakespeare episode on there.
There is a Shakespeare episode on there.
It's really good.
I think I'm at that episode actually. I've not seen it yet.
Oh, talk to me when you've watched it.
Okay.
It's one of my favourite ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's right up there in terms of the amount of just quick-witted improv to just come up with all that on the on the fly.
I will let you know when I've watched
because there's a new season of Game Changer. Well, I've not watched any of the new season yet.
Season 6?
Yeah, that's been coming out every Monday, I think.
Okay, cool. That's on Dropout. It's a subscription service from College Humor. Well, they used to be called College Humor.
Yes.
It's called Dropout now.
But I've been watching, again, this is going back over the past few weeks, just every now and then. I think I've been watching one of the Make Some Noise seasons.
Okay.
Which is where they just get a prompt and they have to
make the noise of
riff on it. Or
I've not really looked at anything like that yet, so there's a lot of content on there.
And then I watched a few breaking newses.
Yeah, they're
which
great.
is just the 5 minutes where someone's just written a load of fake news headlines and they have to try and read them without laughing.
They are great.
Yeah. Dropout's well worth your time.
Yeah, it is 100%.
You've got about £5 a month to spare.
Just about that. I think that's it. I don't think I've watched anything else. I feel like I have, but I haven't. I've been playing the new WWE 2K24 game.
All right, what's that like?
That's quite good. I'm quite enjoying that, to be fair. They've got because it's 40 years of WrestleMania this year.
Okay.
They've got a 40 years of WrestleMania mode.
Right.
So it's like big matches from all the decades.
Sure.
And you have to be in those matches and recreate spots from the matches. But it seamlessly integrates between what you're doing and the live faction. So they've got a guy commentating over the top of it, and he's talking about the match as you're doing it.
Oh, nice.
But then it'll cut away to the live footage, so you watch that for a bit while he's still talking.
Yeah.
Then it seamlessly cuts back into the game, so you're back in the game.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It's really clever how they've done it, and the seamless integrations are really good.
Yeah.
The only weird thing is there's a lot of blurred stuff. I mean, WWE own all this footage, but all the referees' faces are blurred out.
Okay.
All the commentators' faces are blurred out. A lot of the crowd T-shirts, signs, that's all blurred out.
Presumably that's because
obviously all their old logos are blurred out.
Presumably with faces, if they've not done a deal with them to be in the game, or
but they own
because
it's their footage.
Yeah, but our video games, right? It's different.
They must be because it's really strange.
Yeah.
The weirdest one is that Vince McMahon's face is blurred out in it, and I find that really strange for obvious reasons. Yeah, whether they're being cheap or what, I don't know. But I was doing one of them. This is probably not for the podcast, but I was doing one of the matches from like the Attitude Era, and virtually the whole screen was blurred out because they used to put their logo everywhere.
Yeah.
So all of those were blurred out. The ref's face was blurred out. Both the commentators were blurred out, and I was like, I can't see what's going on. It's ridiculous. Some of the logos on some of their clothing get blurred out.
Right.
So it's like, this is silly. It's their footage. You'd think they'd be able to use it, but there's obviously some sort of rights issue there somewhere. But it's a good game. I'm enjoying it so far.
Sounds messy.
Yeah, sounds it. I think they're in a bit of a legal grey area at the moment anyway, aren't they? So I think that's it, though. I don't think I've watched anything else. Mainly because I've been playing that quite a bit.
Okay.
Right, what are we doing now? What do we do next?
We could have a look at the charts.
Shall we do that? Shall we look at the Netflix top 10?
Let's take a look.
Right, Netflix top 10 films in the UK as of today, which is the 14th of March, is number 10, Battle of the Baddest. That was in there last week. It's something to do with boxing.
Yes.
Number 9 is Infinite Storm.
Oh, imagine an infinite storm. I bet it's... Does that mean this movie never ends?
I think so, yeah, maybe. My parents watched this at the weekend.
Okay.
It's about a lady who goes climbing up a mountain and she finds somebody up there trying to kill themselves and rescues them, basically. That's probably a really bad synopsis, but that's what they told me it was about. Number 8 is Outlander.
Okay.
Any ideas?
It's Viking spaceships. I don't know.
It looks
I can see a spaceship and man that looks like a Viking.
Number 7 is Code 8.
Yes.
That's the Amell brothers we talked about last week. Number 6 is Despicable Me 3.
I think this has gone up.
I think it has.
I think it's risen in the charts.
Always in the charts.
Since we last looked at the charts.
It's always in the charts. Number 5 is Spaceman.
Yeah, man.
I think Netflix are going to consider this to be underperforming for what they
would have thought so.
Because it was 6 last week.
It does look weird.
5. It does look weird. But they like those Adam Sandler movies, don't they? And number 4 is Father Stu. The fact that that's above it is quite... says a lot, doesn't it? And number 3 is Code 8 Part 2. The sequel to Code 8. And number 2 is Dune.
Yes.
Dune, or whatever you call it. Because that's on there because the sequel's out now in the cinemas.
It is. And Denis Villeneuve has said he may come back for a third.
Oh, wonderful. Just what the world needs. Number 1 is Damsel with Old Stranger Things.
Yeah, I've not watched this. I might try and get to this weekend.
I've heard some good reviews and some absolutely terrible reviews. Okay. So it could go either way. Ray Winston's in it as well.
Yeah, I know. Trying not to let that put me off.
And a few others.
Do you think he does a Cockney accent?
Probably. I think he plays their dad, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he does. He definitely plays their dad
Damsel.
of some sort. Because he's in loads of stuff. Because he's in The Gentleman, the TV show that's just come out.
Oh, is he in that as well?
He's having a proper Netflix moment at the minute.
Yeah, I've not watched that either.
TV shows in the UK?
Sure.
Oh, it doesn't look like there's a lot of Friday Night Dinner in it this week. American Conspiracy, The Octopus Murders is at number 10.
Damn octopi. Yeah,
somebody's killing all the octopus, or the octopus are killing people, I don't know. Number 9 is Friday Night Dinner season 6, but I think that's its only appearance in this week's show.
Was that the most recent season?
That's
the final season.
I think there's only 6 seasons. Number 8 is Love is Blind season 6.
It is.
Number 7 is Hot Wheels Let's Race.
Ah, amazing!
Like a animated Hot Wheels TV show. Sounds great. Number 6 is Furies.
Yeah.
Or Furries. Furies season 1. Don't know what that is.
It looks
actiony.
Yeah, it's a lady with a gun.
Number 5 is Desperate Measures.
Sure.
That was in the charts last week as well. Number 4 is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Still hanging around. That's its 3rd week in the charts. Number 3 is One Day. That's its 5th week in the charts, and it's still at number 3, so that's doing really well.
It's got good hang-aroundness.
Yes, it has. Number 2 is The Programme, Cons, Cults and Kidnapping.
That you could easily say a bad word by mistake with
Cons,
that title,
Cults
couldn't
and
you?
You could, easily. That looks like the sort of thing that I enjoy, so I might watch that at some point. That's a limited series. And at number 1 is the aforementioned Gentleman.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie's new TV show.
I read an interview with one of the producers. I don't think it was Guy Ritchie. He was saying, I think it was one of the producers. He was saying they had to go cap in hand to Netflix because where they were filming, the country house at which they were filming, they were told, do not go on the grass.
Right.
Because the guy who's renting them the house was like, no, my lawns are my pride and joy. Don't want you on the grass.
Okay.
They filmed something on the grass.
Yeah.
One of the actors fell over and took a load of clods out of the lawn.
Oh no.
And the Lord, whoever, presented them with a bill for £10,000.
Oh, you joking?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So the production had to go to Netflix and go,
can we have another 10 grand, please, for ruining this guy's lawn?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
There you go.
I mean, fair. It's his lawn. He can do what he wants.
Told you not to go on the lawn.
It's a bit disrespectful to go on it after he told them not to.
Big guerrilla filming from Netflix.
Right, I think that's it. I think we've done a full-on wave there. The only thing we didn't do was mention last week's film.
We did not.
Should we do that now?
We can.
What did we watch last week on the movie show?
Last week on the movie show, we watched, how could we forget, Bloody New Year.
We did, indeed. The 80s comedy horror. Is it a comedy? That was funny.
I found it funny. I would say this was not
80s
a comedy.
British horror, shall we say.
Yeah.
They divided the audience slightly, I think. There's...
You liked it loads more than me.
I liked it a lot more than you. I appear to like it a lot more than people in our Discord.
Yeah, I'm fine with it being where it is in the table.
Yeah, it thoroughly deserves to be where it is.
But
I think.
Yeah, not my favourite film this year. Look, it was cheap. It makes no sense.
It was full on.
It's pretty bottom of the stream.
100% bottom of the stream. Full on high tempo. Everything that's in the script got filmed, and then we just throw everything at the wall. What are we watching this week?
This week we are going to Greece. I do not believe we have done a Greek film before.
I don't think we have either. In fact, I'm pretty positive we haven't.
And we are going to be watching a movie called Green Sea.
We are. Which maybe is the exact opposite movie to Bloody New Year.
Pace-wise.
100%.
Yes. Quite laconic, I would say.
Good word. Nice vocab.
But we'll come back on Thursday.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting episode.
See what we thought.
What we thought of Green Sea.
Yeah. I'm always excited to go to a new country on this show.
Me too. Yeah, it's really interesting to see how different cinema works in different countries.
Yeah. So if nothing else, there's that.
Come along on Thursday, because there's nothing else than that.
No, I didn't. I said if there's nothing else.
I know what you said. So yeah, come back on Thursday to listen to us talk about the Greek movie Green Sea.
Yeah.
Cool. Done. Wave over.
We'll see you then.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.